Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. I hope you're having a good start to your happy 2020. Now, there's not a huge news week this week, but we always know that we have a few things coming up every once in a while, and we'll keep things. Really, this is just going to be a short, sweet, and as you can see here, I've been plugging away at trying to get the blue proto-whelp. Not the blue drake. I've got that one already. But the blue proto-whelp. I've also been grinding on my main character. You'll see as well. You can probably hear the in the background there. All the conversation going on. So I'm trying to talk over it. But I've been running my alts over here, working on that. I have my main. I've been going back to do some Corentor offensive. I'm happy to announce that I grinded through, and thanks to an individual I'd like to just send a quick shout out to, that I stuck around to help them a bit, and thankfully they got theirs like a little after. They didn't anticipate to get to have those coins drop so quick. We started farming them over by the Timeless Isle, lower right hand corner, where all those gulp frogs are, and that's what we did. We spent some hours there, and I am happy to announce that I got all the way to what I did is I ran a few more. Time walking's been going on this week, so I've been running a few more. Now it's mop time walking, not Northern time walking. I'm just over here because I'm farming this blue proto-whelp drake right here, the one that we're about to take down in this location. So, and then, yeah, I always make sure I have 3 of those. I wait for the first pass, and it says 1 in 77, but I've already had like 100 and, well, I'm gonna find out here in just moments. But anyway, back to my main character. We finished the grind over there, and I got my golden dragon. I get to say I got to ride my golden dragon, the golden dragon. And right there, 125 attempts. Boy, that would have been a miracle if it had dropped right here on stream. But I just wanted to kind of check in real quick, say hello, wish everybody a happy new year. I know I did on last week's, but it was kind of a slow week. We got things coming up. Like I said, there's a big 2020 CES coming up. We've got some other events coming up here in WoW this week. As of today, we've got Dark Moon Fair. Don't forget to go get, if you're doing like I am, if you're trying to grind that last little bit of rep, you want to get that extra 10% in. I know it'll probably end up dying trying to run Kurek's Revenge. So it won't really help. You might have it on for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden it makes no difference. But it will. The 15% one up here, see that WoW's 15th anniversary, that's falling off by tomorrow night. Now technically Tuesday morning Eastern Standard Time, if you're up that early. Now I won't be, so I'm pretending that it's just ending tomorrow night. So just a heads up on that. In life, we've got the new Doctor Who going on to come back to retail as well. I was excited. I also went out to the Isle of Thunder, and I had just a little bit more of that Black Prince to grind to Revered. Got that one finished, and I've been out there doing my dailies out there for the Corentor Offensive. After that, I think all I have left for rep in Pandaria is the Shield Wall Operation, or Operation Shield Wall, and the Lore Walkers. Now I know I can fly around and get the scrolls, and that should take like, a bit to work on that one. I'm trying to do the ones too that basically gives mounts as well as also trying to still farm these old ones. So this is basically my rinse and repeat routine for now, and I made sure I do have it on heroic. You can see here that I put it on heroic just in case. And I thought I'd share a little bit of gameplay with you today. Wish you a happy new year. Hope it's off to a good start, or a decent start, or at least a functioning start for you as well. Kind of try to give you a little bit more in-depth update. Usually I'm flying through all the news and the information and the Q&A And I just, once again, I want to just send out a really quick thank you again for the individual that helped me grind the rest of those coins. And I'm glad I could help the individual stick around. That was really nice of them. I want to thank them again because they reached out to me personally and thanked me graciously for sticking around, because generally people just, oh, I got it, okay, goodbye, you know. And we understand, of course, that there's no ill feelings there or whatever for folks just leaving. But it was just really nice that he brought to my attention that I stuck around. And I said, you know, I definitely, you know, try to stick around, especially for those that help me. I want to try to help them. I don't want to just leave right away like many do. So that, in sort of a nutshell anyway, is what I've been plugging away at. I've been doing all kinds of the Timeless Isle stuff. I did get a couple more Timeless Isle achievements. I'm excited that I finally got the pirate ship toy out there. I'm now able to finally turn into one of those translucent skeleton pirates there. All I can think of is, if any of you remember or know of the Garfield Halloween special, it reminds me of those ghost skeletons a lot. As well, and I know it, they're sort of going for that pirate treasure theme out there, which is really kind of neat. And so, being that it's Miss Pandaria time walking week, I was just trying to grind between a few more characters and just be able to get what I could for rep this week done and some mounts done and kind of like that. When I have some time, it's been a little nutty around here, and on the life side of things as well. We are supposed to be having the gas individual come by tomorrow, and hopefully by tomorrow anyway, the hot water tank will finally be hooked up. Now, many would go, hooray, we have hot water. No, we're only going to have hot water to the washer, but that's still hooray, because we've been without hot water for a couple years now, and it's been really rough over here. And many would say things like, well, you know, there's a lot of people that wouldn't live like that. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to get into that kind of, it's horrendous. Like I'm choosing to be in this circumstance. It's just uncalled for with those kinds of statements. Anyway, with that said, I'm hoping we're going to get that tomorrow. If all goes well. The appointment is tomorrow morning here. Sadly, when I called in the middle of December, they couldn't get out here because the holiday was coming up until literally tomorrow, which is kind of rough, but that is sort of where I'm at with all that. And then I also paid off the plumber and trying to set up a time for them to come out and finish. And I know they're busy. I just hope we can get that done as well. And I'll be able to, I hope, get that paid off by mid-month or by the end of the month if all goes well. I hope, anyway. That's the tentative plan. So that was just one of my little side characters here. I'll go back to my main character. She's the one over here that I've got her out at Island Thunder, and I've been doing these dailies for the Corentor Offensive. I know you can get those tattered. Those would help a ton, because when you do it just daily, you get so little and only so few of 100 rep out here. As you can see, I'm still trying to grind to 12,000. And with the rep bonuses right now, I'm trying to do that. I've actually got to fly my character out to Darkmoon Fair and go get the portal to I hope put that small extra buff on and help, even if it's an extra point. It'll add up, as long as no one decides to come along. And even though I have war mode off, we know that some areas are still affected. But with that said, so that is sort of in a nutshell some of the things going on. Christmas was a little rough this year. I spent a half hour out this morning trying to just get a piece of pin out of one of the blades that busted. The blade didn't bust. One of the pins busted. It's one of those breakaway pins, and they can break if something, you know. But we're also getting like that really sticky snow that you can use to make like snowmen outside, snow people outside. Yeah, here's the, I'm all excited. Oh, and I almost forgot. Sorry if I suddenly yelled in your ear, but I almost forgot my polar bear bag finally dropped. I'm so excited. That'll probably be the closest I'll ever get to that BlizzCon polar bear I want with the little Murloc on the front and the flag. I can't afford over $1,500 on eBay. That's ridiculously nuts crazy, or online. That's insanity. So I'm very happy to have that. I'm very happy to get the golden dragon. And anyway, so I spent a half hour trying to plug away, get that pin out. I finally used a little hammer and a little long pin rod I had that could just angle it just right to loosen it slightly. Finally loosened it. Finally popped out. I was able to finally put a new pin in it, so it'll be ready for the next storm. Basically, the last couple storms, I felt like I literally got one row in, and then I must have busted then, because between the slush and when the slush sticks in it, I was just basically pushing snow around. It wasn't really making a huge difference. So that is that case as well. And sadly, Sling TV has gone up in price, so I had to switch over to ATT Watch TV. Let's just hope that one doesn't go up in price after all these other ones have gone up in price. Yeesh. And some will go, well, Dr. Fox, just use things like the streaming apps like Pluto TV, Stir, Tubi, however some people pronounce it. I know there's one for like a library canopy. That's for certain libraries with your library card. And I know there's other. I have all those on my thing. I do pop between those every once in a while. But there are basically about 10 channels I still like. And thankfully, those are on there for about 50. And then some would go, well, what about Filio TV? And that's fine, but they don't have some channels that I enjoy. So, oh wow, I forgot. I guess I never got the waterlogged chest. I didn't realize I hadn't. I know there's a bunch of characters I hadn't got that on yet. But yeah, and if you're wondering what I'm using, when that pops up there, or if you see these like big purple chests like popping up on here, I use rare scanner, because I also do have rarity in there as well. So I am using that one. Just for 2020, for those that are curious right now, some of these are actually turned off, but my main concern add-ons, I highly recommend and wouldn't go without these if you're trying to just save time here and a few seconds here and a few seconds there, and some others kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy. And I'm not trying to do it like every little second. I'm just saying it definitely helps in the long run. I enjoy using autopilot, except when you get a vendor that has 2 question marks at the same time. Sometimes they can't always do it. Other times there's ones that have 4 or 5 quests, and they'll just go flick, 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 flick as you're all done. But anyway, I will end up turning that one off sometimes and then reloading it, and then have to do it slightly manual. But generally, I like to use auto vendor. Usually during time walking, I'll turn on Altaholic, but right now you can see I have it off. Really, I just use auto vendor. I try not to grind down my latency over here. Can I Mog It is indispensable for me. Big time. There's a lot of other good ones out there. If you're curious, all this data store, this is all part of Altaholic. So then I use Garrison Mission Manager. Hugely still use. There's a couple other variations. Some people like a different variation of that. There's Handy Notes, and then there's all kinds of variations of Handy Notes here that I like to use once in a while. I definitely always keep on my dungeon locations, because every once in a while I forget where one of them is. You can see I had it on for the Timeless Isle chests. I love using Mountain Journal Enhance. That really helps out a lot to let me and let me be able to allow me to be able to track this a lot better. And I know there's an achievement. You could track the achievement down here. But and on Tuesdays once a week, I've got about 3 more weeks to go on Avengers of Hyjal. I'm almost there. So I'm doing that one as well. You can see I'm 3 away from the 60 rep. I'm so excited. And you can also see, if I go to my mounts, now it's weird. It says 284, but then I get a mount and then it jumps up to 294. And I know that's an 8. That's not a 9. But then it goes to 9. And then you can see I already have over 321. I'm like, come on, please. Can I just have my 300 mount now? I've been waiting so long for that one. It's one of my favorites. So, you can see I'm trying to get there. That's what I'm plugging away. Yep, and I know there's options out there. I gotta still do things like Argent Tournament. I know there's some. I know this flying mount can tend to cause some people with eye issues, migraines and things like that. I know that does with me too if I use it for too long. But I'll go back to my good old polar bear. So just wanted to go over some of those things that I've been plugging away at. And give you guys just a nice little update on all this fun jet. Whoops! I thought I had the tickets. I'm sorry. Sorry. So let's get another chunk of tickets in here, girl. Yeah, that's better. Better. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of where I'm at. I know 8.3s are going to drop for us. We've got coming up next Tuesday. That's going to be dropping 8.3. So whether some folks are sticking around or not, stick around. Oh yes, I will. Yeah, so that's from Wreck-It Ralph. So all right, I hope you all have a wonderful first week. Enjoy CES for those that enjoy the updates, electronic updates coming from that this year, 2020, as they continue to start sort of a new shift slightly in different variations over there. And then we've got 8.3 the following week, so we'll be back again, and I hope you have a good week. And I've got to plug away this week myself, and I've been trying to review all the little things I have and trying to cut here and cut there financially where I can. And so I hope that helps. I hope you have a good week, and I'm glad to have you along. I really appreciate that. Thanks again, and we will see you later. But before I see you later, even if you had already clicked off this, if you stuck around, stick around. Oh yeah, yes I will. A little extra small bonus. I just wanted to say, Dr. Fox, remember to take 2 moments to breathe deep for the new year before we get underway. And Mora is over here. And then don't forget to call me in the morning. And now we will see you later.